Hi, this is Chris from the Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this exclusive clip from Political Voices Network.
Can I just say, everything goes back to traitor Trump? Mm-hmm. It really does. Republicans against Trump said axis of evil. Hamas received millions of dollars in cryptocurrency from Russia in the lead up to the attack on Israel. The Wall Street Journal reports. I mean, all roads right, seem to lead to Trump and to Russia. Mm-hmm. And it's okay. Oh, I didn't get to the Christian welfare part because of Russia. So I'm trying to give it a chance. Tried to, after the detotting of Meet the Press, she actually let Lindsey Graham get away with saying that Russia was afraid of Donald Trump. Yeah. And said zero pushback. He said Russia and Iran they were afraid of Trump. He could, of course, justified everything awful that Trump has just said. But, yeah. Oh, and also, yes, Midas Touch says they visibly confused Donald Trump, appears to misread the teleprompter twice in just a couple seconds, and says Republicans eat their young by opposing him. The teleprompter likely said, eat their own. Mm-hmm. Do we have that?
We do.
Oh, thanks. That's fantastic news. Good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead, Sean. Why not?
I forget. Sorry, Sean, I didn't print that out.
Okay. Sorry. Which one? Oh, he also, this was, I don't know how many times, fourth or fifth time he thinks Obama is still president? Yeah. There's that one? Okay, which one? Yeah, there we go.
But remember, Republicans eat their young. They really do. They eat their young. Terrible statement, but it's true.
It's terrible. That's actually is true. Oh my God! And he and he killed me. Had to correct him twice that Obama's not. He goes, "You mean President Biden?" And then he tried to when you trip upstairs, Sean. Mm-hmm. So I meant to do that. Yeah, no, I meant. Well, I mean, Bob is really in charge. And then that's the conspiracy theory that Obama's actually still president because of something. Oh, okay, sure. Oh, why not? Yeah, I'm having. Where's that Panda application? Okay, go ahead.
Brian, it's all coming through Iran, and Obama he doesn't want to talk about it. He doesn't want to mention. He doesn't even mention them in his statements. It's all coming through Iran.
Well, you mean President Biden? So, but right now,
I also mean Obama.
What do you mean?
I mean Obama and Biden, but Obama is Biden's boss. In case you didn't really know that.
Yeah, I see. Boogity boogity black man. Is that what you're? Yeah. Wow. I don't know whether he's just. It's both. He's that big a racist piece of, and also
dumb,
demented. Mm-hmm. Not really sure who's who and what's what. Do we have? Okay. Yes. Continue. Brian Kilmeade. Boy, when you're corrected by Brian Kilmeade. Okay.
You believe President Obama?
In my opinion, the boss. I don't think Biden knows what's happening. To be honest with you, I think that Obama is calling.
He knows
these
who's
shots,
president,
and he's always felt this way about Iran. There's no question about that. No, I think Obama and Obama's people certainly are calling the shots, not Biden.
Okay.
So you don't have this. Just your gut tells you, but you don't have any proof that President Obama's calling the shots.
Sense.
No, my gut, but my gut's been right about everything.
Is
so,
it? Really?
They have an expression out there. Trump's been right about everything.
No,
you take a look and go down the list. We've been right about everything.
No. There's not an expression out there. No. Trump hasn't been right about anything. What? It's an expression. You've heard it, Jody. Common expression. Trump's right about everything. No, actually, the sayings on all the T-shirts are Hillary was right about everything. Right. Just in case maybe you're confused about that too. Maybe I know it's a lot's been going on. What with your 91 felonies? Okay. All right, we are trying to get a lot of people on this week that know a lot more about this than I. The Middle East, you can't, it's horrible and heartbreaking, all of it.
Complicated.
And terrifying. Yes, that's why it's been going on 11 billion years. And we're going to try to get more people on that know more than I do. Our friend Dino Wadala, who is, of course, a Palestinian-American comedian and fantastic host here on Sirius, will join us tomorrow. We're trying to get Ben Glebe, who is an Israeli-American comic and friend of the show. It's just, these conspiracy theories don't help anybody. There was a story that MSNBC took all their Muslim anchors off the air, and I'm like, people are like, no, I'm watching Ayman Mohadeen and Ali Velshi right now.
Right.
So we're trying to get them on as well. They're also obviously friends of the show and have been on before. But just people that, I don't know, with a longer, deeper understanding of this whole situation. Because it just, don't you feel like it's like a Flintstones background? You just keep saying the same things. But I think the president tried to say it there. And all these Free Palestine rallies, and I'm with you. But if you really want to free Palestine, the first thing, you got to free them from Hamas.
Yes.
Because Hamas is a terrorist group. Yep. Period. They don't. It's in their charter that there's no Israel and all Jews must die. So I don't. And I don't think Netanyahu's a partner for peace. I agree with, again, the majority of Israelis who want him out. I think he's taken them so far right. As someone was saying, the conditions in Gaza, people know a lot more than I do, saw this coming a long time ago. It's untenable. And it's... And then you can go back and forth all day. And plus, I'm a Libra. So, Sean, this is going to be a long morning for you. Aren't you glad you're filling in for Chris during a Middle East crisis? What was I saying? Where was I? Help, Mommy.
You were balancing.
Yes. No, but I understand Israel said that they've given up a lot of land for peace, and they never get peace. And they've tried, the Palestinians have said no over and over again to all these. I can't even keep track of all the deals we've tried to do over how many, again, roughly 11 billion years.
Roughly.
Right. But at the same time, so I understand it's like the people they have nothing left to lose, right? And, obviously Netanyahu should have seen this coming. He helped create these conditions. I don't even, okay, where am I?
You're going to be okay.
Yes. David Frum said, President Biden spent more than an hour on the phone today with families of U.S. hostages in Hamas captivity. He didn't make a thing of it. He just did it. That's the only thing I can feel grateful for, is that President Biden is the president right now and not this lunatic. Speaking of terrorist sympathizers, I mean, oh my God. Who in the middle, except for Trump, who in the middle of this calls Hamas, whoever, Hezbollah and Hamas smart? And I can't, okay. Oh, I'm just looking at the panda hugger job again. Sorry. Do you fill out an application? What do you do?
You might need to speak Chinese.
You have to not just pet them, Sean, but you got to rock them and stuff. And then sometimes they start their sleep and
they're so tiny when they're born. They're itty bitty.
I know, isn't it? I know, and they need, I guess that's why they need. Okay. Also, I went on a 37-mile bike ride through downtown LA over the 6th Street Bridge. Did you see my pictures?
Yeah.
Fantastic, beautiful. But we were talking, we got into a situation about, conversation about the homeless, because
especially driving
homeless
through
problem
there.
is also heartbreaking.
Yeah.
It was a heartbreaking, depressing weekend. Thanks for asking.
Then don't play
And
Pete
then I watched
Davidson.
Kristen Welker. Anyway, my point is,
Stop doing that.
but one of the gals I was riding with was talking about going to Japan and talking to them about the homeless, and they said, "Yeah, we don't have that here. We take care of each other."
Yeah. Most countries do.
Yeah, and also they were talking about there's respect for the elderly there. We just warehouse people until they die here, and it's just anyway. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Do you have my happy good morning song? Good morning to you.
And yeah.
Where was I? Let me go back. Oh, let's go back to the Middle East. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay, so a number of stories over the weekend. The documents obtained, do you see this, by NBC, show Hamas created detailed plans to target elementary schools and a youth center in the Israeli kibbutz to kill as many people as possible, seize hostages, and quickly move them into Gaza. The attack plans were labeled top secret in Arabic, found on the bodies of Hamas terrorists. The documents, footage of the aftermath of the massacre, and interviews with eyewitnesses and first responders tell a harrowing story. I saw murdered babies. I saw murdered children. I saw mothers and children murdered together, said one of the first responders. I mean, I don't know how we go forward without admitting there are atrocities happening.
I agree.
In Israel, and that there should be no, there's no both sides do it to that. Again, I don't support everything Israel's done. I certainly don't support Netanyahu, but, again, you don't even need a secret document that's leaked to tell you that's Hamas's, they're terrorists.
Yeah.
As Malcolm Nance told us last week, they're in ISIS territory. They're that is the whole point of them. And I feel awful for the Palestinian people. They haven't had, as we said last week, an election in 17 years.
Yeah.
So they're sort of trapped too.
They are.
And Hamas, the point of Hamas is to use them as human shields. That's what they do. And it's okay. And I don't even know if you can do accurate polling in Gaza, but I think I heard 30% of Palestinians support Hamas. But I don't
Sounds
know
like
if that's
here with
true.
Donald.
And when have they gotten, what's that?
It sounds like here with Donald.
Yeah, but when have they gotten a chance to vote? It's just
Right.
and I can't even keep track. I think they've turned water back on. Of course, it's
so.
just a disaster. It's the whole thing is a humanitarian disaster. I think they're opening the border Egypt. So
Hopefully.
it's just it is the whole thing is heartbreaking. There it is, my first drink of the day, Z-Biotics Pre-Alcohol Probiotic. Many of you know my story. I stopped drinking wine for 3 years during COVID, during the lockdown as part of a health reset. Now I drink wine in moderation, but this is an amazing new product. I've always believed in probiotics. And Z-Biotics, check this out. You drink just one of these. It's the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. I am using this and I feel great in the morning. I don't have to worry if I have an extra glass of wine, I still feel great in the morning. Here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. I've always had acid reflux problems. It is this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for your rough next day. Z-Biotics produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. All I know is it works. It is Z-Biotics Pre-Alcohol Probiotic. Go to zbiotics.com/politicalvoices or scan the QR code on the screen right now.